So, Zach, can you explain a little bit about how the bidding process works inside Google Ads?
So yeah, this is another one where you can get into it as much as you want, but to keep things a little bit higher level for today, you can focus on different things when you bid, number one. So like you can focus on clicks, impressions, conversions, views, or number of engagements, depending on like your campaign type. So it depends if you're doing like a search campaign, display campaign, if you're doing some sort of a YouTube ad or whatever the case. So knowing what it is that you want to focus on, what is important for this particular campaign, whatever it is you're trying to promote. It doesn't always make sense to focus on clicks necessarily if you're trying to, at the end of the day, get conversions, for example. That's a big one that we focus on for clients. So just knowing exactly what are your goals. They can be different than what you'll read like on an article online saying, oh, here's why this is the best bidding strategy. Well, it totally depends. It always depends. This is why you hire marketing companies, and this is why you have a Google Ads tech who can actually go in there and know, okay, what is it that I actually want us to even bid on? Otherwise, if you just throw a bunch of money at Google, I promise you it's going to take all of it anyway. So knowing what your focus is really big on that. So as far as like how Google Ads bidding works, again, it comes down to what it is that you're focusing on. And then again, it ties back into before like, it ties into ad rank as well. So it goes down to the relevancy of your keywords, as well as the actual quality of your keywords and your past performance as well, like your historical performance. It uses all of those things to factor in whenever you're bidding for something in particular. And a lot of times if you have more money, you're just going to flat out win those bids. So if you've got more money than the competitors or they have more money than you, money talks in this case, and they get the bid. Or if you run out of money halfway through the day, which that happens a lot in a lot of campaigns I work with, and I'm sure David and Nick have seen that as well. Whenever you're bidding on something in particular. So yeah, if you run out of money midway through the day, whoever the next guy is who's there, they're going to get that bid. That at the end of the day, trying to simplify it. That's in a nutshell how bidding works. I don't know if you want to add something, David.
Yeah, very briefly, I agree with everything you said, but I want to make a careful distinction that sometimes people will think that the only thing that matters in its rank, which we'll get into ranking and bidding and all of that, but in the bidding in the auction itself is just the dollar amount. And that is a really big mistake, because it is true that you can run out of money and your ad will stop showing, all of those things you said. But let's say me and you are competing against each other. We both have ads we're trying to pay for. And I have just thrown together a single page, terrible experience for the user. The ad barely matches, maybe it's a hot tub ad and I have a picture of something that you can't even tell. Is it a hot tub or a kiddie pool? You don't really know. And then you have great landing page, lots of good content, great user experience, good images in the ads, good ad text. Even if I was beating you in the auction because I'm willing to pay way more, that might happen, but I would have to pay way more to beat you, which we'll get into a lot of that in a minute. But the bidding works it does slide. It's not just because I put a lot of money towards something doesn't mean I'll automatically win all the auctions, but throughout the day, I'll keep getting stuff. I'll just be overpaying because I'm doing a horrible job with all of my work, because the bid rewards people who do a good job and it penalizes people who throw together garbage.